What's happening, party people? So, um, surprise Ratchet and Clank today. Um, Look at this game. So I've never actually streamed the original Ratchet and Clank. When I first started doing content like this online, they were literally just like offline recordings before I even started streaming. I did two of those. I did Psychonauts and I did Ratchet and Clank. And then going forward, like Jack and Daxter, Rack 2, Sly Cooper, all those early games that I played, the Spyro games. I did all of those streaming. I streamed all those. So, let's just hit a button here. I thought, what the hell? I ended up streaming the original Psychonauts because I wanted to play Psychonauts 2. And in terms of where I'm at with the Ratchet and Clank games, I just got done with like the Future trilogy a couple months ago. So before we move forward with, the weird little experimental ones, the reboot into Rift Apart, I thought, let's just do the original. I love this game. Okay, I did start a new save just to make sure everything looked good. Can maybe turn it up a little bit more. But this is just ambient background sound, so we'll see where it's at in a cutscene. Kizzle Plateau, Planet Velden, 11:13 a.m. local time.
Final step, attach robotic ignition system. Thank you for using help desk technology.
There's our little guy. There's our perfect little guy. Alright, and that's all we get.
Welcome to the Gadgetron Help Desk. We are here to offer you advice during your interplanetary travel.
That is really loud for me. Can maybe put that down a skosh. So, for anybody who remembers way back when I started doing this, I did not have face cam. I had no kind of overlay. Audio was not awesome. It's one of those instances of like, oh, how far we've come kind of a moments. And I mean, I'm coming up next month. I think will be next month being August of 2024. I believe will mark 2 years of me streaming. So, if my math is correct, that would make June, July kind of when I was uploading Ratchet and Clank. Oh man, and honestly, I'm glad to come back to it. As much as I love Spyro and will always love Spyro, Ratchet and Clank I just love a little bit more. You know, it's one of those you can weigh nostalgia, you can weigh quality of game, but when you have two franchises that you love, which are you gonna love more? The one that had some solid games, like some great games 20 years ago, or the one that is still getting consistent, solid releases to this day? You know, there's, what, 13 mainline Ratchet and Clank games or something, and all of them, even the ones that aren't awesome, tried something new, tried something interesting. I don't have him on my back. I don't have Clank with me. Alright. And this is one of those games that I see speed ran a lot, speed runned a lot. This game has like a very devout like speed running community. And I want some casual representation for the games that I love. You know, if somebody's just trying to see some good old-fashioned PS2 platformer gameplay, all I see for Ratchet and Clank is speedrunning, which is fun and awesome, and I've talked ad nauseum about how much I love speedrunning conceptually. We'll also see how long. So this was sort of not out of the blue. I had an inkling with some stuff that's been going on that there wouldn't be Borderlands today, but at the same time, I almost didn't stream today, so I just slept on my neck weird, so we'll see how long I can. We'll see how long I'll stream for before I start. Oh yeah, one downside to the original Ratchet and Clank game is just quality of life stuff is this menu. So this is a little quick select for weapons that you get throughout the game, weapons and gadgets and stuff, all kinds of little equipables. In later games, the game pauses when you go to this menu. In this game, it does not. It does not pause when you go to this menu, which is very unfortunate. And also, in later games, like from the second game onward, all the weapons level up, so there's immediate quality of life. But since there's no leveling system, like no XP in this game, there's almost no incentive to use a lot of the early weapons. I think the first weapon legitimately worth getting would probably be the rocket launcher by like the 5th planet. Maybe a distanced attack, you know, the blaster or something, a very traditional.
Interesting. You're quite handy with your wrench.
You bet. I built that ship with it.
Currently, I'm in search of someone who could be of assistance in saving the solar system. Do you know where I might find that fellow?
Well, he's on the radio every week. Other than that, no. Hey, what's with all this save the solar system stuff anyway?
Hello, citizens of... My race, the Blog, have a small problem. Our planet has become so polluted, overpopulated, and poisonous that we are no longer able to dwell here. But I, Chairman Drek, have a solution. We are constructing a pristine new world using the choicest planetary components available. So, what does this mean to you, you might ask? Using highly sophisticated technology, which you couldn't possibly understand, we will be extracting a large portion of your planet and adding it to our new one. Unfortunately, this change in mass will cause your planet to spin out of control and drift into the sun, where it will explode into a flaming ball of gas. But, of course, sacrifices must be made. Thank you for your cooperation. And if you don't like it, you can take your whiny, sniveling, snot-nosed populations, form a line behind me, and kiss my... We're still on? Well, turn it off, you idiot!
The people on those planets are hosed. Well, good luck getting Captain Quark to help you.
Actually, you could help me. If you could use your ship to take me to the coordinates contained in this infobot, I might be able to gather further information there.
Even if I wanted to, I can't. I'm missing a crucial component of the ship.
The robotic ignition system.
How did you know that?
I, sir, happen to be equipped with the latest in robotic ignition systems. My programming allows me to start any ship I choose.
So, I agree to take you to this, wherever it is, and you get my ship started for me?
That is what I'm proposing.
Deal.
This could be a problem. Take care of it.
Whoa, this is great! So that's where I've been stuck this whole time.
Please return your appendages to the steering mechanism, sir.
Huh? Oh, right. Sorry. Oh, and by the way, you can stop calling me sir. The name's Ratchet.
Pleased to make your acquaintance, sir.
You got a name?
My serial number is B54296.
Oops. I'll just call you Clank for short. Hang on.
So you see, it would be most beneficial if your citizens were not in the city when my workers begin removing it.
Preposterous! I will not stand for this.
Unfortunately, you have no choice in the matter.
Let's just see what Captain Quark has to say about that, my good man. I don't see what's so funny. Captain Quark could dispatch you without even breaking a sweat, you puny.
You have now officially worn out your welcome and my patience.
This is your last chance. Stop this madness now!
Okay, wait. You're right. I will withdraw my troops.
Really?
No! He's all yours, gentlemen. Try not to leave any marks.
Clank? Where are you? Oh, sorry about that. Well, we're not leaving the way we came in.
Perhaps we could procure a ship from one of the inhabitants.
If there are any left.
Backpack. All right. And now we can officially begin. Let's... I want to double check. Subtitles. Subtitles on. So yeah, for the most part, money like these bolts is not going to be a very high priority, because the economy in this game is banking on you wanting to buy a lot of different weapons. You know, that was the big selling point for this game. Insomniac up to this point had, you know, a lot of fun fantasy stuff with Spyro, but even Spyro 3 started to lean a little bit into science fiction-y territory, so I think it's only a natural progression that they ended up making a fully science fiction game. And a lot of what the game was sold on was its large array of weapons and gadgets and all the little things that Ratchet can use. But a lot of that's freaking useless. All right. Let's... I'm just trying to think of... Because there's a couple... One thing I loved about this game when I was a kid that really, you know, stood out to me is that even on the very first, like, actual level, even on this, like, first planet, there are a handful of different routes. There's like 2 main routes for story stuff. There is a side route that is immediately available for collectibles, and then there's a 4th area to go to only upon return visit. There's a return visit that you can do just for another collectible once you have more equipment. Or once you have the right equipment, I should say. Let's... Okay, I'm gonna need 5,000 volts. There's an upgrade on the 2nd or 3rd planet, depending on the order in which you do this first planet. You unlock later levels in different orders. And I believe it's gonna be, with this route, it's gonna be the 2nd planet we go to. Well, I would want it to be the 2nd planet anyway, because we get, again, you can tackle the planets in any order, but there's going to be things you get on other planets that make corresponding or parallel levels, you know. If I unlock 2 levels on this planet, there's going to be stuff I get on one that makes the other one easier, and then that other planet, the 3rd planet...
Don't hurt me. Oh, what are you? Mercenaries? Torturers? Assassins? I'll tell you anything. Here, take my infobot. It's all I've got left.
Sir, we're not assassins.
Hold on. Let's see what he's got.
Has this ever happened to you? Hi, I'm Captain Quark, and believe
There he
me,
is.
nothing worse than staring down a Blargian snagglebeast from the inside and knowing your equipment isn't functioning properly. That's why I come to Al's Robo Shack for all my electronic needs. Al has been the exclusive repair shop for my super electro gadgets since I was knee-high to a sand mouse. If Al can't fix it, it's not broke. Right, Al? You said it, pal. So if you're fighting crime, or just fighting grime, come to Al's Robo Shack in Metropolis for all your robotic repairs. Al's Robo Shack, it's Quarktastic!
Do you know what this means?
Yeah, Captain Quark is really sold out.
No, it means Captain Quark is on Metropolis. We could tell him about this invasion.
If we had a ship.
What? A ship? What? You're not going to torture me? Well, as planetary chairman, I could arrange for you to borrow our courier ship.
Cool.
You can count on us, sir.
Right. Thank you, your chairman shipliness.
Gadgetron infobots give you coordinates for new planets.
Yeah.
You should press the select button to bring up the map and go to your ship. It's marked with a star.
So before we go to Kerwan, we need, 2,000 volts? Some information in some locations we can only unlock with a certain bolt count, so hang on. Oh, he's so squat. Oh dear. I should have just played the PS2 version of this. I'm streaming this on the PlayStation app. But yeah, flamethrower. Don't need it right now. Do we ever need the flame? Well. I don't think we ever need the flamethrower, but... hop up here for our first collectible. Oh, I don't even really need these. These are only really necessary on like a New Game Plus play. Okay, so the gold bolts in this game, in every game they unlock something for the most part. In later games it becomes just cosmetics. Like, or I say later games, in ones after this one, it was like, extra skins for Ratchet, you know, Ratchet in a tuxedo. Ratchet, like in later games, he gets armor, and this original look for Ratchet became an unlockable skin with bolts and stuff. In the first game, that's how you upgrade your weapons. Halfway through the game, no. 2/3 of the way through the game, there is a planet that has a special armory in like a secret side area. And you can upgrade some of the early weapons in this game with gold bolts and a certain amount of money, certain amount of bolts each. But it's like 10,000 at the cheapest. 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 40,000. And then in New Game Plus, right here on this first planet, there's a secondary armory that you can just teleport to. The teleporter doesn't appear until New Game Plus. But there, a lot of the late game weapons you can upgrade, again, for like 30,000 at the cheapest, upwards of like 60 or 70,000 bolts, which is a lot. I don't remember the exact numbers, but when we are only getting ones and what, tens, it's not a lot.
Blast it!
Look, plumber's crack.
What did you just say?
I said, look, the plumber's back.
All right, wise guy. Shouldn't you be on one of them escape transports?
Escape transports?
Newsflash, giant robots attacking! The escape transports are taking all the rich folks off this god-darn planet.
So why aren't you on one?
Socioeconomic disparity.
What?
He hasn't got enough bolts.
Working people have to wait for Captain Quark to save us.
Well, got anything worth a lot of bolts?
I got this thing. Shows two weirdos ditching their ship. It's got coordinates to a desert planet, too.
An infobot. Ratchet, we could use that.
500 bolts.
Geronimo!
Did he just slide down a sewer pipe?
Mayday, mayday! This is the solar ship Radical. We seem to be under attack from the planet's surface.
Relax, kid. It looks like some sort of fireworks display. Probably in your honor.
Whoa! That was close! Ah!
I love how these cutscenes don't have subtitles.
Detour. When we land, I'll see if I can scare up an exhibition for you.
We're not gonna live that long!
Kid, let's ham-scream!
Eject! Eject!
Did you see that guy on the left? That was Skid McMarks.
Does he know Captain Quark?
I doubt it. He's a pro hoverboarder, always going off about how cool he is.
Looks like he's in trouble.
I'll say. I've never seen him look so freaked out.
To enter look-around mode, press and hold the L1 button.
Don't need it. So yeah, for the most part, gold bolts are going to be kinda unnecessary. I don't know how much I'm gonna get done today. Again, I'm probably time is it? Could I? How much of this game can I get done today? Is the question. I think that's what I'm gonna be trying for. Is just how much of this game can I do? All right. Go to Kerwan and Okay, there's a couple side things on Kurwan for gold bolts, but they're just surrounded by crates of bolts, like regular bolts. We can probably... We're probably just gonna grab them tangentially. God, I remember in 2002, like this... Like, even nowadays, obviously there would be more texture on every building and stuff, but... It looks pretty good for 2002. And we can hop down... Nope, hop down. Damn it. Trying to grab onto that ledge. Let's see if I can. Because ideally... You'd come grab this. Come on. There we go. Well, my connection says it's hiccuping. I appear to be good. Alright. We're gonna need real weapons by... One second. Planet 4. Planet 5, 6. Okay, so... Planet 8 is where the first real good weapon comes in, but I think we're gonna need weapons by Planet 7. There aren't too many boss fights in this game. There's maybe 4 things in this game that could even qualify with like a boss health bar. The first 2 are pretty close together. Only being 1 planet removed. Bam. Okay, I think, can I make it up there? Okay. Oh, there's just a bunch of boxes back there full of money that I want, but I can come back. Because one of the first upgrades we get damn. Almost at him. And this guy's really annoying. That guy dropped some little landmines. Okay. And ow.
The man we saw on the infobot. Remember? He knows Captain Quark.
Hey, you're that robot guy, right?
No, actually, I build robots. I myself am not a robot guy, per se.
Nerd.
I like him.
So, now that we've cleared that up, what can I do for you?
Well, we saw your infobot announcement. You were with Captain Quark. We're trying to find Captain Quark. We thought you could help us.
Your logic is commendable. However, I haven't seen Captain Quark since we shot that commercial. Say, do you run on standard XP18 sister boards?
Version 7.66.
Back at ya. I may be able to help you out after all. How does a helipack upgrade sound?
Upgrade?
Natch. Since he's a 766, I could have the little guy up and flying in no time. Of course, I'll just need my fee for service.
1,000 bolts? Okay, this game is cheaper than I remember.
Ratchet, am I cool now?
Yeah, you the man, Clank.
You're welcome.
So, I guess my plan...
Using the helipack's boost jump feature to climb these boxes.
Ideally, yeah. My plan, ideally...
You'll need your new helipack stretch jump feature to cross this gap. While you're running, crouch using the R1 button and then jump. Try using the glide button.
There we go. Anyway, I think my plan is gonna be... Because I'm half an hour in and I've done, technically with the tutorial level, 2.5 full levels. I might be able to get to the first boss fight within the hour? No. That level's long. The level that actually has the boss fight? Loud mic today? I double checked it. My mic is like at 50% input. Like when my microphone was loud before, what was going on was my system didn't recognize my microphone initially, so it like reset it up to like 80% gain, 80% input. It's sitting at 50% right now, so I don't know. Is that any better? I turned it down. Because I can double check. Yeah, the actual physical input, or the physical knob on the microphone is turned all the way down. I can turn it way up. Okay, let's just get a bunch of money. Rosario playing with his physical knob on the mic or something? No. That's exactly what I just said wasn't happening. I haven't touched the knob. Nope. There we go. Let me actually double check. Setup on the Steam Deck is more than I thought, most because... Oh. I have a Bluetooth keyboard. The issue is a lot of a lot of products, a lot of electronics can only connect to like one Bluetooth thing at a time in my experience, like keyboard or Bluetooth earbuds. Let me double check. Okay. Red tooth. Advanced properties. Let me double check my microphone. Yeah, there's no... Weird. There's, like, nothing different between my microphone yesterday and today. But I noticed that when I started, when I opened up OBS, I did notice that my microphone was peaking a little bit, and I turned it down even more then. Even though there's nothing different. My, like, input settings are sitting at 50%. Hey, touchpads? Ew. Wait, does the Steam Deck have touchpads instead of... That's just clicking in my head, because I've seen pictures of the Steam Deck. Yeah, it's got two instead of actual, like, analog stick inputs. Gross. Oh, I hate that immensely. Alright. It has analog... Wait. I gotta look at a Steam Deck, because that doesn't sound right in my head. That sounds, like, too much. Hang on. Oh, that looks super bulky. I'm looking... Why are the face buttons and the D-pad all the way up there? What? I'm like picturing trying to hold it. I mean, I've got long fingers as is, but like... Huh. Basically a bop it. The Steam Deck is basically the most expensive bop it that's ever existed. Aside from the gold-plated bop it they gave to the Queen.
Dispense with the pleasantries, Lieutenant. My sources tell me you're behind schedule. You must prepare this planet to be harvested for our new world.
Yes, sir. As you can see, everything is moving along as planned.
I'm counting on you, Lieutenant. And as your former commander can tell you, I don't take disappointment well.
Yes, sir. I won't fail.
Does it have 4 rear buttons? Like bumpers, triggers, R1's L... Like R1, L1, L2, R2?
You should not underestimate Chairman Drek. He is quite dangerous. We must find Captain Quark.
Look, that lieutenant doesn't seem so tough. Let's take him out ourselves.
Perhaps we can persuade the lieutenant to tell us where Drek is.
Now you're talking.
+4 like a modded controller? Oh, cool. Okay. Alright, let's hop over here, grab more money. So here's the thing. Unfortunately, I don't think we'll be getting the BFG in this game.
Welcome to the Captain Quark fitness course. If you're strong enough, fast enough, and clever enough to beat my fitness challenge, you will receive a reward from my head trainer. Simply make your way to the 3rd island to complete the course. Good luck. Quark Enterprises is not responsible for sprains, broken bones, snapped tendons, bruised egos, or accidental death incurred while taking the challenge.
Excuse me, Captain, but we have more pressing issues. We urgently need your assistance.
Clank,
Yes?
do you notice anything unusual about Captain Quark?
Well, I find the fact that he has a spring where his leg should be to be quite puzzling.
And why do you think that is?
Possibly an injury incurred while battling evil?
This isn't the real Captain Quark, you numbskull. It's a robot.
Oh.
No, the Queen did not get a gold bop it, but the it was either the Queen or the Pope got a golden Wii. A golden Nintendo Wii. I think it might have been the Queen. The Queen got a golden Nintendo Wii, and the Pope got Undertale from a Steam code for Undertale from MatPat. That was it. I was gonna say that's fucked. I want it. Yeah, from MatPat. I did see a small snippet from an interview with him, and he was basically like, yeah, looking back on that moment, I agree, internet, that was cringe. Alright. Do I take the 2-minute detour that gets me some money? Can I can't get there from this. I gotta go higher up the tower. Nope, there I go. I'm actually having fun. So I got Elden Ring very recently because my friends wanted to replay it now that the DLC was out. I got the base game. I did not get the DLC because I didn't know if I would like it, and the base game was on sale. The new DLC was not, so I got base Elden Ring just to try it out. It chokes the shit out of my GPU, on the lowest settings possible. I had to upgrade my processor because I didn't even meet the minimum requirements for Elden Ring. On the minimum requirements, it has my GPU in a fucking stranglehold. And here's the thing. I bought a new GPU. I bought a new power supply. My case is a proprietary HP case. It is smaller than dimensionally, it is smaller than any case I have ever seen, and nothing fucking fits in it besides proprietary HP bullshit. So I returned all that, and now, over the next year, I'm just gonna start saving up to invest in a whole new rig. I'm gonna save up a ludicrous amount of money, and I'm just going to go to PC Parts Picker and just invest in a whole new rig. Everything works fine right now, for the time being. I just can't play ludicrous mention. It's just my vocabulary. It's just my vocabulary. Also, did you end up looking at the other cases? Oh, you mean the ones that our friend gave me? Hang on, I'm using them currently as a coaster for my jar of nuts. I got them right here. I got the other cases right here. In all honesty, you got one for me. Ah, fuck, I forgot. Yeah. The thing is, I'm not above, building from scratch and stuff. You know, I've got plenty of friends that have, built rigs from scratch. That can help me out. One of them I just feel like is too big. Realistically, it just might be too big for my desk. Everything I got going on here. But I mean, shit will fit, hopefully. Okay, so on to Planet Iridia. What's great about Planet Iridia is we only got to do half of the shit on this planet. There's 3 routes, one of which seems optional but actually isn't, which sucks. But there's one route that gets us a skateboard, a space skateboard. We can just go do that real quick. Hello, Skid McMarks.
It's him, Skid McMarks.
That man from the infobot.
In the flesh.
I like him a lot. I hate his name.
You guys get a load of that epic space battle I was in?
We saw
It's very 2000s toilet humor.
That was like a war cry. My agent and I got ambushed on the way to hoverboard practice.
Did he survive the crash, sir?
He's okay. But I've had a little trouble getting back to my ship due to my sprained ankle.
Oh, come on.
If you can take out all the sand sharks, I just might have a spare hoverboard for you.
We'd love to help you, Mr. McMarks, but Ratchet and I need to find Captain...
One of your boards? I've always wanted a decent hoverboard. Well, alright. You just keep that foot elevated.
Yeah, like I said, everything that I'm running right now works. I just know that in the future, I'm gonna need to upgrade. Man, I'm so sad Yahoo Answers is dead. Holy shit. Do you have a PS2 now? You can just borrow, like, my physical PS2 copy. Or, like, if you have a PS3, I got the trilogy on PS3. There are so many different ways. If you have a Vita, or if you want to borrow my PlayStation Vita, you could play it on that. I love these games. Yeah, dude, if you good for now. But in the future, I may be called upon. Yeah, for sure. I'm also just in the camp of, like, I got so many fucking games to play. This was just, like, spur of the moment. I realized I have never actually streamed the original Ratchet and Clank game, so this was just, like, a quick, easy thing I could turn on because I'm just streaming this from PlayStation's website. Alright. It's compulsory. I know I've already passed by a couple gold bolts. I'm not gonna go for them all, but this one's just right here. It's compulsory. That's where that one is? Uh-huh. Dude, I could tell you where every bolt is in every Ratchet and Clank game that ever released, at least on the PS2. I could probably tell you where they all are for a handful of the PS3 ones. It's like when you play DK Country a million times, you still collect the Kong letters. Exactly. You don't need to. So that the reason that's there actually comes from, like, Spyro level design in the Spyro games, at least in Spyro 3. I think it might have also appeared in Spyro 2. There were just cracked walls that you could like head bash or get a power up and then blow up a wall. But this wall, like, if it were still intact, you can actually see through the rubble to the path. Like, if you were to stand and, like, look at it, you can see through the rubble. And I think... Okay, no, this is... Oh, this is off the this is off the map. Alright. This sweet tea is, in fact, unsweetened. Commit activities unpermitted by the UN. Oh my god. Unsweetened sweet tea. And you're from the South, so that's like punishable by death, right? That's like an actual hate crime against you as a Southerner, correct? Just Lego Star Wars game where I need a special bomb to blow up the metal gate? Oh. Yeah, I feel like I also had that thought process as a kid. Because later in the game, you get a rocket launcher that can only... Like, you need the rocket launcher or above in terms of artillery to blow up certain things. Like, on the last planet, there was the Captain Quark robot that we talked to. Alright, I don't want to fucking hear it from anybody, but I totally just spaced out and left that last planet without actually doing anything.
A brand new Z3000! You can't even buy these!
Well, I got a bail. Catch you dudes at the hoverboard races.
Well, fuck.
You've just acquired a Gadgetron Z3000 hoverboard. Use your new hoverboard with the wrist.
Hey, everybody! South of the Dixie line, unsweetened sweet tea, unspoken promise of violence. Alright, hang on. Well... I just realized I had absolutely no memory of completing the hover course. Like, and I looked at my quick select, because at the end of the hover course, or at the end of that like platforming course, so we're supposed to get like a gadget. And I looked at my menu. I didn't have shit. I can't taste the onset type 2 diabetes. Horrendous. I could never survive in the South. I have family in the South. I've been there a few times. Different part of the South than where you live. But I got family down there, so I've been a few times for family, and oof, I could not survive down there long term. Weak. Well, so part of it I will cop is because is regionally where my family lives in the South. It's very hot, and I'm used to the PNW where when it's hot here, it's muggy and humid. Dry heat, although it's easier to breathe in a dry heat, my skin isn't used to it, and my skin, like, it's horrendous for my skin. I need a level of moisture in the air to survive. I'm a lizard.
Listen up, you loudballs! That was the most pathetic display I have ever seen on that...
Yeah, but again, you live in a different part of the South than my family.
We finished the circuit, ma'am.
Oh yeah, but it is weak. When I was competing, I would devour courses like that for breakfast.
Bet that's not all.
If it were up to me, you would drill for the rest of the day. But somehow you managed to impress that fool Captain Quark.
Captain Quark knows about us?
He certainly does. And worst of all, he wants me to give you a prize for that ridiculous performance.
Cool, what is it?
I'm supposed to give you a swing shot, so you can sway to and fro like little insects.
All right, let's see it.
Not so fast. Today, the two of you disgraced my obstacle course, so I am going to make you pay.
But that prize is ours from the captain. That's not fair.
Too bad life's not fair.
$1,000? How dare you?
Congratulations on your new Gadgetron slingshot. Use it on standard Versa targets like the ones you
But yeah, the major reason I couldn't survive in the South is everybody there lives off of sweet tea. I don't like most teas. The only time I ever enjoy tea is when it's like mixed with juice. But straight tea, it's got to be a hot tea, and only when I'm sick. I think I've spoken before about how, like, when I'm sick, one of my favorite things is legitimately like a spiced, like, fruit tea. Like borderline apple cider, there's a like spiced apple tea I like. There's a spiced plum. That's the kind of tea I like. A hot tea on a cold day, or if I'm sick or something. But if it's a cold tea, it's got to be like an Arnold Palmer. Like, it's got to just be mixed with juice. Okay, now we can go back. I actually have a question. Because, again, having family from the South, there is a... Still live off Mountain Dew, lemonade, and Dr. Pepper. I like those things. But yeah, I have a question, because I don't know if this is just a my family thing. My family lives, and my southern family lives and dies by chess pie, which is kind of a custardy pie. To me, it just tastes like cavities. I do not like chess pie, but I'm just curious, is that like a regional thing? Is it that big of a deal? Because my family makes like a big deal out of chess pie. No, not chestnut. It's just chess pie. It's like a custard. Never heard of it? Okay. It might be a regional thing, because again, like, my family is more like westward than you are. Let me see if I can find, like, any information about it. Chess pie. Chess pieces? No. Fuck you, Otto. Autofill just gave me chess pieces. Fuck you. So, chess pie is a dessert with a filling composed mainly of flour, butter, sugar, eggs, and sometimes milk. That's it. It is a custard pie. If we even do pies, it's apple or some kind of cookies and cream pie. Ooh, like a fluffy, because I've had family make like a kind of a Jefferson Davis pie, similar to a chess pie, but Jefferson Davis pies contain spices, nuts, dried fruits. Yeah, not this. Topped with a meringue? No. God. Because like chess pie looks good, I'm not gonna lie, but it's just butter and sugar. It's just butter and sugar, which is the most Paula Deen ass. It's the most Southern cooking ass thing I've ever heard. You mix butter, sugar, and eggs, put that in a pie crust, and bake it. Okay, let's do half of this level and then leave forever. Because one mission here is to explore the facility, and that's picking up the next gadget here. The other objective is to go find Skid McMark's agent. Skid McMark's agent has a side quest for us where it's like, hey, if you go win, like, once you get the hoverboard from Skid, which we just did a few minutes ago, if you go win a hoverboard race and bring the prize back to Skid's agent, he gives us a special helmet. that I don't need or I don't care about. Oh, cinnamon. Oh. I love like hot apple pie with a scoop of vanilla ice cream and then just like sprinkle a little like cinnamon and nutmeg on that. Ooh. Just like a little bit. Just like a kiss of cinnamon and nutmeg. Damn it, I didn't jump in time. Or I jumped too late. Pumpkin pie with a good whipped cream. Alright, and something that Insomniac left in from their Spyro days are in-game achievements. Just as an... No! Fuck. Alright, there we go. One of the in-game achievements that they have is going through that whole room without touching the floor. And again, it's unnecessary. It doesn't matter. But I got that compulsion. I got that itch. Oh, come on. I did it. Let's see if I can. Or I could just miss entirely. Whatever, doesn't matter. Let's just get the thing and leave. We are at an hour already. Fuck. Pull Thursday after completing Valhalla. Am I gonna finish Valhalla? There's like 5 or 6 in-game days left. Am I gonna finish it next time? You said you were gonna do a longer stream? Oh, I did. Okay. Oh. Maybe another game kind of in that vein. Something more indie. Like I've got Coffee Talk. I've got the Sisterhood game that you recommended. Was just thinking. Miss the next game next week? Okay. If you're gonna be there this Thursday, I'll definitely finish Valhalla then, because that was like, you were the one like really like pushing for that one. Won't be here this Thursday? Okay. So if you're gonna be gone the next couple Thursdays, I'm probably gonna want to keep something like small and indie in that spot. Maybe I could run back some of the games from last year that I missed. Do that again like I did in January. Maybe like Dredge or Dave the Diver or something. Put a couple games like that up there. Okay, time for the quickest and easiest planet in the game. This is legitimately one of the smallest planets, and the longer route is just for an extra thing. Don't even need it.
That should just about do it. Commander, we are finished with this world. Commence towing our planet to its next destination. Lieutenant!
Yes, sir.
You have fulfilled your tree quota. Barely.
We are ready to return to base.
Not so fast, Lieutenant. Just because we don't need any more trees doesn't mean they should have them. Destroy everything.
Sounds good. I'll wait until you're back then before slay the princess. Okay, so you see all that? You see those bridges, all those little bits out there leading to a question mark to the right? We don't need to do that at all. Entirely unnecessary. Well, it gets us a weapon. It gets us a free weapon. Which I probably shouldn't be turning my nose up at, but I'm gonna. And you can't stop me. One thing I can't say no to, though, is just a bolt right here, right by the ship. It's quick, it's easy. Okay. All right. It's crazy. The Trespasser is really fun because in later games, the hacking, almost every Ratchet and Clank game has a hacking mechanic of some kind. And immediately, like in the second game onward, it became sort of a mini game. It became more of a mini game. But in the first game here, it's like actual little lock puzzles, which I'm a huge fan of. Like the first hacking mini game in Ratchet and Clank is one of my favorites. But then in, like, Ratchet and Clank 2, there was 2 hacking minigame. No, there was one. The hacking minigame was technically an orb. A ball that you had to spin around, and you had to, like, find the right path. There's, like, all these lines on this ball, and you have to find the right path within a certain time limit. That one I found annoying as a kid. It's alright now. I'm not super big on it. But double tapping the triangle button brings back our last equipped thing. No. Nope, come on. There we go. But also in Ratchet and Clank 2, it wasn't a hacking minigame, but it was a minigame for turning on electronics. Like, you plugged it in like you would a hacking device in other games, but... And that one was just press the button at the right time.
I suppose I did.
Is your current occupation leaving a rotten taste in your mouth? Then you need to know about BTS, Blog Tactical Research Station. Hi,
all right.
I'm Supreme Executive Chairman Dredd, and we here at BTS are seeking motivated individuals to fill positions in these exciting careers. Grind boot tester, warhead assembly technician, mutant animal husbandry, robot repairman, suck cannon test dummy, and administrative assistant. So call BTS. Build our weapons while you build your future.
I'm calling BTS today.
I'm so mad.
Now we're talking. Did you see all the cool gadgets they're making? Let's go get some.
No, we must continue our search for Captain Quark.
You're absolutely right.
I am?
Sure. We need to find Quark. Although when we find him, wouldn't it be nice to be able to tell him where Chairman Drek is?
I suppose.
Well, we go to the space station and talk to the scientists. They work for Drek, so they're bound to know where he is.
I am unsure about your logic.
Ah, you think too much. Come on, let's go.
Oh, abrasive Ratchet and Clank 1 Ratchet. Is Ratchet his birth name? So Ratchet was abandoned, and that's just kind of the name he was given. In the original game here, and like this continuity, he's shown as being alone on his home planet, but in the reboot from like 2016, he was like raised by a different alien, like a different guy that clearly isn't his like biological father, and he had like a small town, like the Kizzle Plateau where we just were in the tutorial level, the desert area, that had like more people in it. It actually felt like a town. But yeah, in this one he's alone. But no, Ratchet, I wouldn't say Ratchet is his birth name, but it's like the one he's had since he was a baby. He doesn't know any other name. Alright. BTS. First boss fight is on this space station. Ah, crap. There's also the first Clank section. I like the sections where you get to play as Clank. It's a fun break in the action. But Clank just walks so slowly compared to Ratchet. He walks like... His walking cycle is slower than Ratchet. He's smaller, so it takes him longer to... Yes, that guy did know Ratchet's parents, specifically his father, Caden. Azimuth knew his dad, Caden, but never once was he like, I knew you as a baby. You're... Like, the most we get is, you're Caden's son. But there's never an instance of, like, your father named you this. Look at this guy. There's just a guy here on this little monitor. First of all, this is such a funky computer. There's like a little keyboard down there and then a monitor way up in your face. But yeah, Bozo the Clown is just like, you're Caden's son. I feel so bad for Ratchet's voice actor in this game. So immediately after the first game, second Ratchet and Clank game going forward, they recasted Ratchet from Mikey Kelly to James Arnold Taylor. And I feel really bad for Mikey Kelly, the original voice actor, because he has the perfect voice for a spunky 90s video game mascot, like video game character. Your true name is Screwdriver Socket Wrench. The Socket Wrench family was very proud people, Ratchet. They held high honorable positions on the Azimuth court. Your father, Caden Socket Wrench. Yeah, so Mikey Kelly has like the perfect voice for a like 90s this type of archetype, this very like abrasive, I'm too cool for school kind of character. But this came out in 2002. I want to say a little bit after the heyday of that archetype, the like too cool for school 90s like radical. Yeah, this came out in 2002, a little bit after that like Was 2002 also Sonic Adventure for the Sega Dreamcast? No. I don't know my Sega consoles too well. You know them better than I do, dude, but he was like too little. Sonic Adventure 2. Okay, that's what I was thinking. Rolling around at the speed of sound. Got places to go, gotta follow my rainbow. Yeah, that shit. Yeah. Ratchet and Clank came around a little too late for that, and by the time of Ratchet and Clank 2 in 2003, they felt that Ratchet had gone through a, like, proper arc, and they were like, he is not that anymore. He is a well-adjusted contributing member of society now. So they recasted him. But, like, the only other thing I've heard Mikey Kelly in is he was the bad guy of Scooby-Doo and the Cyber Chase. Not the Cyber Demon, but the guy that programmed the Cyber Demon. The like, whodunit. Fucking the other kid that designed the baseball game for that college. That's the only other thing I've heard him in, and that came out pre-Ratchet and Clank. Alright, we can do that. We can do better than that. Oh, those Scooby-Doo movies were peak. I love those Scooby-Doo movies. Do not get it twisted. However, that was 30 years ago. What? Look. What is there to hate about those movies? Legitimately. Look, the heyday for Scooby-Doo movies... The heyday for Scooby-Doo movies started with, what was it, Zombie Island? Was the first one of those? It was like Zombie... It's with Red Shirt Shaggy. No! We don't talk about that. That was like 1980s? You're talking about like Reluctant Werewolf, right? Those 80s Scooby-Doo movies? Hex Girl's My Beloved? Exactly! God. Fun fact. Thorn, the voice actress for Thorn, the lead Hex Girl, plays the female Lombax in Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. Jennifer Hale. Jennifer Hale is also the new voice for Bayonetta. God, I love Jennifer Hale. Ghoul School was very fun. But in my opinion, the peak era of Scooby-Doo movies started with Witch's Ghost, ended with the live-action movies. That was peak movie Scooby-Doo. Pup Named Scooby-Doo? You're on that 90s shit. You're on that 90s shit with Tiny Toons, Pup Named Scooby-Doo. Next you're gonna tell me Baby Looney Tunes was peak. 2005, homesick from school, watching Cartoon Network. Oh yeah, no, like, legitimately, hang on. Where the fuck did that go? Huh? Excuse me? We're good. We're good. Yeah, I joke about, like, that era of babifying, like, babyfying classic stuff. Pup Named Scooby-Doo was built different. Pup Named Scooby-Doo was actually good.
In related news, this planet has recently been suffering from an infestation of strange amoeboid creatures. The city's administration has assured this reporter that every step has been taken to eradicate these nuisances. Darligratch, Channel 2 News.
Oh yeah, kidification was real. That's exactly what Steven Hillenburg didn't want for SpongeBob, and a year after he passed away, they announced Camp Coral, the baby spin-off of SpongeBob. The one thing that Steven Hillenburg did not want was spin-offs of SpongeBob, specifically babifying it, kidification, that's a good word for it. And like a year after he passed away, they announced like 3 spin-offs for SpongeBob. Fuck Nickelodeon. For lots of reasons, but you know. Oh, Cartoon Network and Warner Brothers, you could never do me wrong, right? You could never kidification Teen Titans, right? Cartoon Network, you are without fault, right? You could never... How are we still on that fucking trend? How are we still on this trend of kidification for fucking cartoons? Cause like they're rebooting Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, and it looks... I want to destroy, build, destroy. God, the live action era, late 2000s, early 2010s, like I want to say 2008 to 2012. We had Destroy, Build, Destroy. We had that weird Ghost Hunter show with a bunch of kids. Andrew WK had a fucking heyday at Cartoon Network with live action shit, and I hated it. It's Cartoon Network. I want to watch cartoons. You canceled Chowder for Destroy, Build, Destroy? What the fuck are you talking about? Yo, speaking of which, I'm still gassed up for that big crossover that Cartoon Network is doing for the 30th anniversary with Jellystone. Animators are unionized, kids and rock stars aren't. You gotta unionize the kids. You gotta let kids join SAG-AFTRA. If you're gonna use kids in movies, you gotta have them in the union. You gotta have the representation of minors in the union if you're gonna have them in fucking films and TV. Protect children. Because here's the thing. Movies, the point of like TV and movies is, you know, art imitates life or whatever. Children just exist in the world. So you're always going to have children in these like films and TV. You're going to have kids because it also helps sell things to kids, you know? Having kid shows about kids. Protect these kids. All right, let's get a bunch of money in this room. Huh? Oh. Had a fun crossover with Space Ghost. Oh, that's cool. Was Space Ghost also Brack and Zorak? Because I remember when Cartoon Network had just had like a Brack and Zorak thing going on. I love Space Ghost Coast to Coast. Yeah, okay, the Brack Show. That's starting to ring some bells, the Brack Show. Oh, man. But yeah, I'm so gassed up for that big Cartoon Network crossover with Jellystone. Like, all the it's one thing to have, like, the best of for your, like, very prominent shows. Like, I'm not surprised that they announced that Jellystone is going to be crossing over with Adventure Time, Dexter's Lab, Codename Kids Next Door, Billy and Mandy. If Greenblatt is behind it, I'm so excited because CH Greenblatt got the green light for this. Like, if anybody else, like if because like the crossover that it's not Rebecca Sugar that did OKKO. Rebecca Sugar, and then their partner did Craig of the Creek. It's so hard keeping anything past Gumball straight in my head. Gumball is where I stopped paying attention really to like current children's animation, except for like Owl House. I stepped back in for Owl House because Owl House is fucking peak. Ah, okay. The same person that did Craig of the Creek did OKKO? Because I thought because I thought Craig of the Creek was Rebecca Sugar's spouse, and those were going on at the same time, I thought. Did this person just have 2 shows running? again, correct me if I'm wrong, but OKKO had a crossover with, like, oh god, I'm trying to even remember. I think Garnet from Steven Universe. I think, oh, hang on. I'm blanking. Raven, okay. Raven and Ben 10, okay. Like, a lot of very action-oriented characters, which is fun and fine, but, like... So, confirmed for this huge crossover. I saw the cool thing at the end, with, like, the big punch that, like, clipped through a bunch of characters, and you had, like, Robot Jones, you had Mordecai from regular show in there, but actually having, like, a big crossover that will, instead of just, like, a brief cameo, they are specifically... Yeah, the Omnitrix had him turn into all the iconic characters. But they specifically called out as a part of the crossover, not just a little cameo in the background. They specifically said characters from Whatever Happened to Robot Jones, regular show, My Gym Partner's a Monkey, Flapjack, which is where a lot of these people got their start. Cow and Chicken, which was big for its time, but, like, I'm hoping for, like, you know, Sheep in the Big City, I Am Weasel. What are some fucking other ones that they didn't? What was that one? Damn it! Right before a checkpoint. Right before a fucking checkpoint. All right, we're gonna need the blaster anyway. Let's just buy it now.
I got some great bargains.
I'm so fucking stoked. It'd be interesting to see if Ed and Eddie join. I know... Isn't... Yeah, that one was owned... I remember that was, like, a big thing... A big deal that, like, he kept the rights. Are you aware of Peach Creek at all? The YouTube show, the YouTube animated series, kind of. There's only, like, a couple episodes and a lot of, like, proof of concept stuff. Are you familiar with Peach Creek at all? I would love if the creator saw Peach Creek and, like, you know, used some sway, because there's a lot of... I feel like a great direction that animation could go in if they want to ride nostalgia for, like, this adult audience. Like, one thing Ben 10 did really well with, in the original iteration, is growing up with its audience. The original Ben 10 into Alien Force, into Ultimate Alien, into Omniverse, did a great job of, like, of growing up with its audience. So, like, put Peach Creek on Adult Swim. Put it earlier in the night, you know, with the likes of, like, King of the Hill. Nothing too adult. You know, not like the really crass, like, Rick and Morty stuff. But I feel like Peach Creek would fucking thrive on early Adult Swim. Like, maybe as the show that bridges Adult Swim with regular CN. With the, like, regular kids block. I felt Omniverse a lot of the time was written with a grander scope than normal, but the writing itself was really definitely for kids. Oh yeah, like, I think Omniverse did a really great job of Omniverse, I think, did a really great job of keeping older fans interested by expanding the world and expanding the characters and the lore. But it also kind of brought that back to the core audience of, this is Cartoon Network. This is a channel for children. Yo, you know what I'm excited for this big crossover? Because one thing Greenblatt said is that everybody that's still around, you know, they're bringing back for those roles. So like Billy West and Tara Strong, and Gray Delisle, and Greg Eagle, and Ben Diskin. I am so excited for... I'm just gonna skip this room. Fuck this noise. Yeah. I'm excited for, like, Jeff Bennett back as Johnny Bravo. I'm excited for, oh, my brain. Phil Lamar as, Samurai Jack. They are pulling out all of the stops for this. And I hope it's more than just the ones that they confirmed. You know, because they said it was, you know, oh, here, this crossover is gonna include, you know, here's 15 cartoons from over our year and more. They did say and more. The only thing I'm noticing is it's WB, like Cartoon Network, but I'm noticing a specific lack of DC characters, because you know, I know Kids WB is what was known for the likes of, you know, the Justice League cartoon, Justice League Unlimited, Batman the Animated Series, but like, I feel like they could do more with original Teen Titans, because they did the crossover with regular Teen Titans and Teen Titans Go. It's also unclear if they're doing the original Ben 10 or the new Ben 10. The reboot that's like already over, I'm pretty sure. That's also unclear. But yeah, I'm excited, especially looked it up. Ian Jones Cordy was okay, nothing with Craig of the Creek? Why did that emoji happen? Because it's okay. Because it's okay. I forgot about the Bane. Oh, have fun. Have fun. So you're in Lynchwood? Yeah, because it's okay. That's the emote for okay.
I got some great bargains for you today.
You're an opportunity now? Ah. Good times. Oh my god. I hate the lack of lock-on in this game. Jeez. I'm gonna be real. I'm sort of over, like, Gumball was like the last great hurrah from Cartoon Network for me. I have not really been interested in anything after that. Because, like, that was around the time that I think that was the same year they greenlit, like, Uncle Grandpa. That was the same year, or maybe not the same year, but after that you got, like, Clarence, and Clarence didn't really look like anything to me. Oh. Well, now don't you feel the fool? Bet you feel like a real ignoramus about that one. It's his show right after Chowder. Alright, first boss fight. For some reason, this thing is here. That's cool. No, I always like when instead of like, oh, we're gonna, you know, audition artists and stuff, like finding new creators online that you just like and reaching out to them. That's cool. No! There's health. Okay, I thought there was extra health. Fuck you! Knocked me right out of the sky.
Hi there, Fuzzball.
Fuck you! Okay, I'll be a little less aggressive then.
I got some great.
No, I don't want to buy that. Yeah, that's always like a rough trade-off when there's a creative that's like really good at one thing and can't really branch out. That's unfortunate. I didn't even get the death sound. It just auto respawned me. Jesus. Fuck you. Okay. I don't even... So it's a skill point to kill this thing. With just the wrench. Oh, I'm scared. Because, like, I've got a lot of friends who are artists and are trying to do things creative, and they just can't right now because of AI in the industry. Makes me think we're going to see a lot more indie anime. Okay, so there are certain tools that... while they use AI, were created with artists in mind. And they are very much tools to help make the animation process easier, but it's more than just generative AI. Like, you have to feed something yourself into the program. Like, one of the ones I saw that's really cool is you set up keyframes in principal animation, and then you can just, like, denote colors. You can be like, okay, this is a shirt. For, like, all the in-betweens, this is a shirt, and it is red. And this will, like, autofill all of the in-betweens. It will auto-color all of the in-betweens. And
let's go, buddy. I ain't got all day.
While I'm concerned that it would put a colorist out of a job, somebody whose job it is to do that, I think you're right. Like, indie animation studios could get more done. We could start seeing more, because there's a lot of, like, great indie animation on YouTube. And we could maybe start seeing more of that. I just mean in terms of, like... that I don't think creatively we will have to worry about animation. We just have to worry about the job market. Yeah. I think it's going to go from 20 people making something special to 10 people making something special.
Hi there, Fuzzball.
Like, that's me trying not to be really, like, doomerist about it. Yeah, which is a colossal part. I feel like the job market is going to be cut in half, which is where you're going to see a rise in the indie space, because people aren't going to be able to get professional jobs, so they're going to make their own. Which, you know, more power to them in fulfilling their creative ambitions and maintaining a semblance of creative control, you know, without studio oversight. Oh, come on. God, he's so fucking slow. For sure. People can tell too. Fuck, what is happening? I need to lock in. Fuck me. Yeah, no, I feel like yeah, it's tough right now. It's one of those things where trying to have hindsight in the moment. Trying to say, okay, we're going to look back on this moment, and this is just optimism. Looking back at right now. You know, trying to be optimistic and just say, okay, in 10 years, you know, in the 2030s, we'll look back at this time and be like, yeah, the 2020 sucked, but, you know, things are better now. Trying to maintain that optimism. Bubbles pop, and I feel like we're gonna get a content bubble. Like the bubble's gonna burst on content because people just keep making things and churning out shit. You know, quality has gone down the drain because now it's about quantity. So I feel like in general we're gonna get a bubble burst on content, you know. People are gonna say enough is enough, and you're gonna start seeing like in the late 2010s into the 2020s, like during COVID and the rise of streamers, you know, like everybody was home. Like I mentioned before that you saw a huge boom in gaming sales. Like the gaming market had a huge boost when COVID hit because everybody was home. You also saw that same boom with streamers. More people were subscribing to things, more people were buying digital content. And there have already been a lot of streaming services that have come and gone. I feel like we're going to get that again. We're going to get a burst where a bunch of streaming services are going to go away, and we're going to go back to, like, 3, 5 at most.
So, you are an inventor.
Gadget engineer. I create revolutionary devices for Executive Chairman Drek. For instance, Viola. My soon-to-be patented grind boots. Look, I need to get out of here so I can find a new job. How about I sell you these at cost?
Sell? After we just saved your scrawny butt?
All right. I'll give you the employee discount, too. Well, thanks. I'm gonna get out of here while I still can.
You've got the grind boots. Grind boots let you travel on...
Yup. Time for some real Sonic Adventure shit. Now we are, in fact, rolling around at the speed of sound. Alright, right in front of the next door. Boop, 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 boop. Send Clank outside. Okay, this is gonna take like 5 minutes, and it is 4 minutes too long in my opinion. I don't mind the Clank missions, but they are not my favorite. He's so small.
Jump, then press and hold the X button again while in the air to glide.
Am I getting more money out here than inside his Ratchet? I'm getting lots of 10s and 20s. Huh. Oh my god. Here we go. Okay, now for the actual cool.
You have just activated a Gadgetbot. To command a Gadgetbot, hold down the triangle button and select Wait, Follow, Attack, or Enter.
Attack. Now, did any of them die? Yes, one of them. One of them gave their lives. Gave their life. Okay, before I leave, yeah. For like $40.
Using it, you can drain and fill fuels. Our sensors do not detect any on this space station.
I'm back.
So you are.
And I found this.
Hey, cool. It's a, what is it?
A hydro displacer.
Great. I always wanted one of those, I guess.
Yeah, it's cool and fine. Alright. Blackwater City. Okay, there's... I think we only need to go the one short route here. So, there's one route that actually continues the story, and there's another route that takes us. It's longer. It takes us through the whole city, and I think the only thing of consequence down that route is the first hoverboard race. For that hoverboard we got. I don't think we need to do... We definitely need to do the second hoverboard race for story purposes. But I don't think we need to do the first one. Hydro Displacer. We're gonna Hydro Displace. No. There we go. Okay. So, when I was a kid, this is about where I was able to get to. When I was a kid, there was basically a 1-2 for difficulty spikes in this game, in my opinion. Like, when I was a child, this next section was just too hard for me. And even still, when I did manage, by sheer luck, to do it, the planet after this, like the next level, was just too hard for me. Like, there was a lot. I want to say, like, right before the halfway point of this game, there's just, like, a big hump to get over. This is the beginning of that hump. This is a timed run. This area is filling up with water. No! Okay. And of course, we get tons of things later in this game that make all of this easier. We'll get a helmet that allows us to breathe underwater. Yeah, we get a helmet that allows us to breathe underwater. We get another backpack upgrade for Clank that allows us to jet through water. You know, we swim faster. Come on. There we go. Yeah, and I hate that. Legitimately do not... And now that's going to be... Oh, it turned the game into widescreen for this re-release. So now that's just going to be on the side of the screen. Because in the original full frame, that was off-screen. Good time. Alright, let's open that up. Okay. And there's the other end of the level. The end of the other route exits over there.
Hey, press conference is over. Captain Quark don't want no more reporters bugging him in his trailer.
Oh, you see, my friend and I need to speak to the captain about a matter of galactic security.
You mean you and your walking camera? You paparazzi make me sick. Now beat it.
But sir, I'm sure the Captain Quark will understand once we...
Now, save it. I know how it works. You convince me to let you in, you snap a picture of the captain in his underpants, then you sell a picture to the info tabloid for $1 million bolts.
You've got it all wrong.
Meanwhile, I'm stuck here making 6 bolts an hour, and I have to listen to a lecture from that cheapskate Quark. So you don't get in unless I get a kickback. in advance.
4,000
See
bolts.
how it works. You grease the hinges, the door opens.
Captain Quark?
Was that?
It's Ratchet and Clank, Captain. You know, from the hub.
Oh, yes, I know who you are.
You do?
Yes, and thank the galaxy you found me.
Huh?
There's an awful plot being hatched to destroy our planets.
Ratchet, he knows.
Great. Does that mean we can go hoverboarding now?
My friends, we're all in grave danger, and I believe that together we can put a stop to this madness.
Together? You mean you want our help?
Look, Ratchet, I've been keeping an eye on you. I've never seen anyone with such raw talent. You are a true hero in the making.
Really? You mean I could be famous?
Oh, absolutely. Oh, here, take this.
What makes one man toil in obscurity while another becomes a hero? Is it strength, compassion, determination, or just pure blind luck? Wise men through the ages have struggled with that very question, but Captain Quark knows the secret. That's why he's been able to defeat more despots, rescue more damsels in distress, and save more civilizations than any other hero in the galaxy. Now is your opportunity to see if you've got the stuff heroes are made of. This infobot contains coordinates to Quark's secret base. Can you quickly conquer Quark's killer cannonade of confounded contraptions? Can you quickly quit? Oh, just make your way through the defenses to the center of the base. Prove yourself, learn the secret, and earn your place in galactic history. Consult your doctor before attempting any strenuous exercise. Not responsible for death or dismemberment. Your results may vary.
Meet me at my headquarters.
Hey, Captain Ratchet, what do you think?
We won't fail you, sir. We promise.
Hell yeah. Alright, so we finally met Quark. It only took 2 hours.
I got some great bargains for you today.
Alright, Oh, Umbrus. I'm just trying to think. We might want to buy the flamethrower. I don't think we need it, but it might make things easier.
Welcome to my challenge course. Now is your chance to prove yourself strong and brave, like me. Conquer it, and you'll join in my fight against evil.
Haven't we done enough already?
What? I can't hear you.
I said, haven't we done?
Sorry, still having trouble. Tell me later.
Later? We might be dead by then.
What?
All right, Clank, let's get going.
I love the soundtrack for this game. David Bergode is a champion.
I got some great bargains.
He did the Ratchet and Clank games up until like 7, like the first one on PS3. And he damn near never misses. Even Size Matters, which wasn't very good, still had a good soundtrack. That's fine. That's less fine. Okay, we're doing okay so far. Can I... Okay. Maybe we don't need the flamethrower. Normally I flamethrower those mines when they run at me. Let's... Pork face. Messed up. It's a good time. There's lots of little things. That's one thing I think Insomniac is... Insomniac and Naughty Dog. When I think about like early, or I guess, you know, PS2 era, which I guess is now early considering we're on the PS5. Like there was an attention to detail. Ratchet and Clank and Jak and Daxter have always had a really nice attention to detail. Well, when their original creative companies are involved. Okay, fuck. Damn it. I was just about to say, it's like, I don't need to go grab this thing, but I will. And it fucking killed me. Alright, now I will go into... Now I will go in here, because I'm pretty sure there's a health thing. Bow, bow. Oh, I don't have the box breaker, which is a quality of life thing in every other Ratchet and Clank game. Alright, I don't need anything else out here, just a couple crates, but... Oh, so the second boss fight is at the end of this level. And I am not looking forward to it. I would say... second worst boss fight in this game. Legitimately, without the BFG of this game, the Rhino, the final boss fight's pretty hard. I don't think I'm going to be getting there today, but... I feel like this next boss fight is going to be the hardest thing. Are these even worth busting open? There's like 15 bolts in each chest. Ugh. I forgot just how fucked the economy actually is in this game. 13, actually. Jeez. Okay, now that the fish are dead, I can put the water back. Oh, you can when you depending on where the fish are when you dump when you suck up the water, if they're underneath one of these higher areas, like these rocky areas, they'll just be flopping on top. Okay, just a couple more rooms. Nope, that is not the one I wanted equipped. Okay, I gotta put the water back. Huh? There we go. And drain it again because I can't get the height I need from the water. Okay, please be easier than the BTS. Please be easier than the BTS.
You two continue to surprise me. Step into the ring of heroes, and I will finally give you what you deserve.
Ratchet, this is no time for you to become cautious. We have reached our goal.
I don't know. There's something fishy going on here.
Listen to your little metal friend, Ratchet. Your destiny is mere steps away.
It's just something doesn't seem right.
This is it. Quark is going to help us stop Chairman Drek.
Why, thank you, Clank. You've been most helpful.
Get off of me, you idiot!
I love it when a plan comes together.
What do you mean?
What do you think he means, genius? He's not gonna help us. He's gonna kill us.
You catch on quick. Although there is one problem with your hypothesis. I'm not going to kill you.
You're not?
No. He is.
But why?
But why? It's really not that difficult to decipher. I'm the official spokesman for Drek's new planet. I can't have you two getting in the way of my comeback.
This isn't over, Quark.
No. But it will be soon.
It's so crazy to me. You know what they did with Patrick Star and SpongeBob? Where they flanderized him where his one character trait just became stupid. That's what they did with Captain Quark. They flanderized him, and in my opinion, it made the character better. Just having a wishy-washy kind of like, oh, I'm a... Because in later games, you know, it's like, oh, I'm good again. Oh, but I might be evil. You know, they kind of play that up. Where, like in the original trilogy, Captain Quark was never really a good guy. It wasn't until, like, way later that they started making him stupid. Like, there's a particular moment in the franchise that really, like, points to, oh, this is... The third game is where Captain Quark is really, like, genuinely stupid. But there is, like, a reason why. And from that point forward in the game, now that he's an imbecile, they... Hang on. Once he becomes an imbecile, they show some flashbacks of, like, when he was younger, like, just starting out as a hero, you know, kind of things like that. Number 3 is, like, really Quark lore heavy. Should you ever get a chance to go back to Opportunity? Yeah. Opportunity is never closed off. Did a quest but didn't turn it in? Yeah. It's blocked right now? Did you do the story mission there that that kills the doppelganger? So you killed the doppelganger? If you killed the doppelganger, you might not be able to go back until you finish Where Angels Tread. Is that the name of the mission? Where Angels Fear to Tread? You have to do the mission up at the bunker, I think. And then Opportunity will open back up. Because getting the Jack voice modulator, I believe, is the final step before... Because you go to 1,000 Cuts. Then you need to go get that upgrade for Claptrap.
I wonder what that infobot is for.
Yeah.
I can replace you.
We're pinned down! We're pinned down! The ships are hammering our position from the air! That was a little too close! We need support! Now! Actually, I need support. My entire battalion went AWOL and left me to fight this war on my own. If the enemy doesn't kill those guys, I will. I'm not gonna last much longer. Requesting immediate assistance. Over and out.
Those are direct ships destroying that planet. We must help that commando.
Are you serious? That's it. I am out of here. Captain Quark is gonna be sorry he messed with me.
This is not about Captain Quark anymore. There are innocent lives being lost.
Yeah? Well, I'm done with this stupid hero stuff. I got my own agenda now.
Ratchet, this is not like you.
What do you know about me? You've spent this whole time looking for Quark. You don't know anything about me.
I know that you will do the right thing.
Well, right now the thing I want to do is find Quark. How do you start this stupid thing?
Have you forgotten? You need a robotic ignition system. I will start the ship if you agree to help that commando.
So, blackmail is it? Fine. Just shut up and start the ship.
Back so soon?
Oh, you're talking to me.
I'm not in the habit of talking to myself, you buffoon. Did you get rid of them?
Yes. No. Well, I had this plan, and I thought...
You thought? You thought? I do the thinking around here, you slug-brained idiot.
I thought he called him a buffoon, damn.
Those two nuisances before they could cause any real trouble. But I wanted to... Do you still want to be the highly paid spokesman for my planet?
Yeah.
Then the next time I send you to do a job, I want results. Now get out of my sight.
God, so you know how sometimes when you're casting for voices, Disney or a big company will do that thing where it's like, oh, let's just get a big name to sell tickets instead of like a really talented voice actor.
Add attention, you deserting maggots! The next time you soldiers try to go AWOL, I'll shoot you myself!
Look, I just want to...
Zip it, worm! You see those bombers? If you don't get to the turrets and knock those ships out of the sky, this whole planet's gonna be rubble! Meet me at the city entrance!
He needs our help.
Yeah? Why don't you go help him? Into another trap? Well, go on. Go fight some evil.
At least I'm not a coward.
Whatever. As soon as I find Quark, I'm selling you for scrap.
Yeah, so Kevin Michael Richardson, the voice of Chairman Drek, and some other voices in this game. Super talented voice. But they only brought back James Arnold Taylor as Ratchet, David Kaye as Clank, and Jim Ward as Captain Quark for the movie and the game tie-in and all that fun stuff. They only brought back 3 of the voices for the remake. No, I'm sorry, they also brought back, they completely changed the story of this original game, and one character that's introduced in later games instead apparently has his introduction in the first story, which actually kind of ruins it if people try to go back and play the other games with only the context of the remake. But that's a different thing I'm mad about. Alright, let's do a little grinding. Yeah, they replace that incredibly intimidating, bassy voice of Chairman Drek. Great, like, oh, give the little guy a deep voice to accentuate, the little big man syndrome. They replace him with Paul Giamatti. Paul fucking Giamatti. And he plays the character like a buffoon. To be fair, they rewrote the character to be a buffoon. Which is the worst, one of the worst decisions of that game. And let's not forget the fact that they shoehorned in a bunch of new characters just to cast big names. Let's not forget about Chairman Drek's big robot bodyguard that never existed. Not the lieutenant in this first game, just a different big red robot character that they shoehorned into the remake just to cast Sylvester Stallone. well-known voice actor, Sly Stallone.
What are you doing?
We are on a mission to save the galaxy.
God.
Speak for yourself and put your hands down. You look ridiculous. Actually, I don't care who you are. I've got to get the heck out of here. I joined the army to get money to go to college. I never knew I'd end up in a war. Go figure.
This is a noble cause, sir.
Noble my hiney. I just want to get home to my family. Here, I pulled this off a busted robot. Give me some bolts for bus fare and it's yours. Thanks a bunch. Good luck saving the
$2,000 for bus fare? The economy's fucked.
Executive Chairman Drek, as you can see, we're about to test our newest automated pilot's helmet. This helmet allows pilots to control our latest high-tech fighters using only their thoughts. Please enjoy the demonstration. We still have a few minor adjustments to make.
Wow! If they ever get the kinks worked out of that thing, I have got to get me one of those.
If they are working for Chairman Drek, they may know where he is.
Is that all you can think about? Drek this and Drek that? I got my own problems.
If you cannot see the importance of this situation, you do have problems.
Yeah? Well, if
Get
you're
'em.
so smart, how come you fell for Quark's stupid trick? Ah, forget it. We both need to get to this planet, and that's all that matters.
God. I forgot that they crank Ratchet's obstinance up to like 11 in Act 2 of this game. Hey look, a bridge. Damn. Alright, let's... there's a bolt up here. Can't say no to an easy bolt. And let's... So, can't go there. Can't go there. Can go there. Okay, we had what, 15,000 in the rocket launcher. The Devastator cost us 10. All right. Nope. He's not gonna throw a bomb at me? There's dudes that hide in the bushes in this level. I throw bombs. One of them just popped up, but he didn't throw anything. Alright. Okay, let's... There's gonna be a guy right down here. Two of them. Fuck. Okay, it's 2 of them dead. I think there's like 4. I hear him. Alright, let's see if we can bait him out. No, you're just gonna let me? Okay. I was wrong. There's... Yeah, I'm not seeing any more of those glowy antennas. Nothing in there. Okay, to be fair, I didn't have to do that. There's a way to run up the geometry. Jump up on the geometry to...
No, never mind.
Well, you tried. See ya.
Not so fast, soldier. You're going into that compound even if I have to throw you.
No, I'm not.
Aha! That ventilation shaft leads to the turret platform. Soldier, find a way to use that shaft to infiltrate the compound undetected.
No.
You've shown bravery by making it this far, soldier. And for that, I reward you. I intercepted this communique that you might find useful. Take it. I'm off to find my battalion. Good luck.
Hello once again, fellow blog. I hope this message finds you well. As many of you know, our home planet is no longer habitable. We've abandoned our factories, our laboratories, and our happy lives because of the encroaching pollution, leaving much behind. Fortunately, the nearby planets will supply us with all we need to create our new home, which is nearing completion. Once our scientists locate the ideal orbit, our new world will be perfect. So reserve your space now. Prime locations are filling up fast. Good day.
Now do you understand why we must stop him? He won't rest until he has destroyed every planet in the galaxy.
Yeah? Well, I got bigger fish to fry.
Bigger than the galaxy?
Well, different fish anyway. Look, didn't that commando guy say we could get into that compound?
Yes, by using the ventilation shaft. But we will need something special to walk on that.
Fine, let's get going then. We'll come back later.
You will need a pair of Gadgetron Magna boots to traverse this ventilation shaft. Unfortunately, ours...
Yeah. The Magna boots are on Orxon, the planet we just got the infobot for. Can we see in there? Will they let us? No. There's like 5 tanks in there. Farewell, Battalia. We will never return. Yeah, we stay moving. Yes. Because we need the pilot's helmet for what's after Orxon. So we get the pilot's helmet. This was, oh, Gaspar. This was also a planet that I had issues with as a kid. So we get the pilot's helmet on Gaspar. Orxon will get new coordinates for... Oh, Orxon 2. We get coordinates for another planet, and then there's a revisit to Orxon after that. That's why I say Orxon 2. Okay. I got this. Oh, fuck. I need ammo.
I got some great bargains for you today.
Let's... Actually, before I do that, how much is this? 7,000? Yeah. The Walloper is a great weapon because it's more powerful than our regular melee attack, and it doesn't use ammo. Damn. Okay, I just gotta get through... Once I'm inside of this facility, I just gotta get through like 3 rooms. This honestly isn't that long of a planet, but they load it with enemies. Okay. Ugh. Oh man, my eyes. Don't know if it's allergies or what, but my eyes are going crazy today. I thought there was health. One of the best weapons in Ratchet and Clank. The caveat of no ammo is just that it's a melee weapon. The caveat of no ammo can destroy metal boxes and most smaller enemies in a single hit. Thinking about it, the difference between this and the remake, something that Ratchet and Clank 2 introduces across a bunch of, like, the rest of the Ratchet and Clank franchise, is second waves. In the first Ratchet and Clank game here, enemies are just placed throughout levels. In later levels in this game, there are enemies, like right now we have like small enemies that spawn out of little deploying mechanism things. But in later games, you get like drop ships and enemies that spawn from drop ships. So, like, you'll defeat a wave of enemies, dropships will come in, you'll get a second wave. That's not really here, but I do just remember in the remake, this level has lots of... Oh, that guy's... Okay. Okay, I think that's enough. Oh, fuck you. Oh, how much? 4,000, fuck. Okay, so there is a way to get more health in this game. It's on Orxon. We can't get it until Orxon 2, the second visit to the green planet. So at the very least, we'll be able to save up money until then, right? There. Now, there are plenty of side things. Nah. Just... Okay. Yeah, there's plenty of side objectives, plenty of skill points, plenty of gold bolts to get. I'm not worried about it. I'm leaving. Like, look at all of these little side, grayed out side platforms that I will just ignore. Ship, okay. Yeah. I saw a gray half of the platform our ship is on, and that's up there. Gold bolt. Can't get to that. Not worried about it. Okay, time for what is definitely the longest section of the game. Clank. So, Ratchet can't breathe the air here. So we gotta go out as Clank and find stuff. I'm not getting nearly as many bolts. Huh. I was getting way more bolts at the Blarg station. Interesting. Alright, attack. Okay, so we're gonna have a few... What room is this? Okay. There's gonna be... wait. Fuck. Trying to think of how many more, because we're gonna eventually find the Magna Boots out on a balcony right outside of this area, but then there's a whole second half of Clank that we gotta do, which takes us through a bomb field for some reason. Oh my god, the bomb field. Well, I've almost made my money back for the Walloper, but I need to start making my money back for the Devastator, because I need at least like 10,000 bolts for the first health upgrade, and then it's like 50,000 for the second. There's a ludicrous jump. Or it's something like 8,000 to 80,000. It's really like...
These magna boots are a device designed for climbing special metal surfaces.
Okay, so we need that.
Appear to be too small to equip them.
Can I just skip? I wanna skip it. Can I skip this somehow? I know it's not a very big vote of confidence when I say this is one of my favorite games and I want to just completely skip a level. Okay, we got this. Because after this we start getting fun levels. Like Pokataru, Hoven, Old Tannis. The Gemlick base above Old Tannis is fine, I think. Okay, so the thing that sucks is whenever a little Gadgebot dies, they respawn on their little pads. Which means we have to keep these little guys alive all the way through this fucking gauntlet. We have 6. We have 6. 6 little guys. I'm gonna wait for that to pass again. Okay. I got legitimately worried that one of them, like, got stuck somewhere. Or died. Okay. We should be good. They can't walk themselves off a platform. I just have to not die. Okay, we got 4 little dudes. Let's run back here. Kill. Five, 6. Should have 7. Okay. I was about to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7's around that corner. Okay. And I now have 7. Kill. Boo. What do you mean you fucking got hit? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. We are just about done with Orxon 1. Holy shit. Alright. That fucking blows. Enter. Well. One, 2, 3. There's 4. Okay. I might need to call it soon. My neck is doing awful. But there, it's over. That was the last bit of this Clank section. Probably my least favorite point in the game.
Better not let Ratchet see this one.
I didn't think I would be able to finish this game today, but who knows? Maybe, hopefully, sometime soon I'll be able to come back to this and finish it. Two sessions feels right.
Hey, you giving me these or not?
They are magnetic. I appear to be stuck to them.
Oh. What do you have in there?
Gears, metal filings, dust.
You know what I mean. What is it?
I will show you this, but you must promise to stay focused on our mission.
Is it something about Quark?
Cities are full of smog, swamps are full of muck, and tar pits are full of tar. But here at Joe I Resort, the sun shines 24 hours a day. Visitors get a free O2 mask to explore our warm waters. The benign marine life will welcome you to the big blue world under the sea. You can also use our complimentary flippers to partake in speed swimming. So come to Joe I Resort and leave your world and your troubles behind.
Joe I Resort.
Brilliant. Pokitaru.
Oh, come on. Switch off your nerd circuits and have some fun. Look, we'll go just long enough to pick up the O2 mask.
Perhaps the extra oxygen will help your brain to function properly.
Yeah, and maybe the salt water will rust your mouth shut.
They're best friends. Promise. Alright, so once we go to Pokitaru, pick up the O2 mask, we'll be able to come back to Orxon and explore as Ratchet, getting the infobot to Hoven, which is an ice world, and also getting the much needed health upgrade. Alright. Tesla Claw? No, Visibomb. Ooh, and there's also a side objective here. Oh, we can't do it till we go to Hoven. There's a guy that wants us to go get something, and it's on Hoven. But he gives us a discount at vendors.
You are friendly, aren't you?
To you, yes. To him, no.
Well, friend, have I got a deal for you? Since the Blarg began dumping their toxic sludge into our ocean, the wildlife has,
Become ravenous mutants?
yeah, you could say that. All my customers either left or became lunch. So I'm closing the place down. However, I just so happen to have one, count 'em one, O2 mask left.
How much?
It's not for sale.
But you said...
I said I had a deal, and indeed I do. You boys get rid of those Blarg ships, and it's yours. Just escort me to the other end of this resort, and you can use our jet fighter.
Jet fighter, eh? All right. But you better not try to stiff us.
I legitimately love... I forgot how well this guy was directed. I'm gonna be real. Like, yeah, he's got a good voice for... No! Big brain freaking... Cerebrapod or something is what those are called. Everything in these games has a name. Ah, fuck. Should have gotten the flamethrower. The one upside to this escort quest. The escort does not have a health bar. Enemies will not even aggro onto him. Downside. Enemies will not aggro. Enemies will not aggro. Fuck. Cool, no, I love the fact that it can't lock on to shit. Turn the camera. What the fuck? Okay. Nope. Alright. You know what? We'll do this next time. My neck hurts. Alright. Yeah, I'll probably pick this up next day. There's no, Borderlands. Who knows when that'll be. I want to thank people for hanging out. I always super appreciate you guys. Let me... That's the word. Pop that up. Pop that up. For watching this on YouTube, thank you so much for hanging out. I hope this is more... I hope this is easier to digest than the original version of this. If you want to know when I go live, you can follow me on Twitch. It's the easiest way to know when I go live. It's free. I super appreciate it. And at 100 followers, I will play ET. Oh man, I'm not looking... the thing is, I'm not looking forward to it, but I just want to know what the deal is. I have no idea how bad it actually is, but if it's bad enough to almost kill the gaming industry, who knows? But this game isn't bad. I love this game. There's a Discord. If you want to say in what I play next, whenever I finish a game, There's going to be a vote up in the Discord about what I play next. I just take 3 or 4 games, throw them into a vote, throw them into a poll. KAFM, Kill All Film Majors, is my movie podcast with my friend John. It's really just us bullshitting. Like, I was listening back, I was exporting, I was rendering the YouTube version of one of them today. We're on like Spotify, YouTube. I think we're up on Apple Podcasts now. But I was rendering out the new episode coming out next Saturday, and I was listening back to some old episodes, and honestly, there's so much venom there, like in a good and bad way. It's one of those things of like, you know, God, I hate, you know, XYZ movie. I love XYZ movie. It's a good time. It's a good time. Is that it? VODs on YouTube. Follow me on Twitch. The Discord, KFM. Yes. In that case, be good, be kind. Treat people the way you want to be treated. And I'll catch you in the next one.